I was debating on doing this video right here because I know by doing this video right here, I'm probably going to offend a whole bunch of people. But, you know, sometimes there gotta be casualties of war, unfortunately, because I seen this post last night and I sat on this idea right here. You know what I mean? Because when I seen this post, it struck me and it rubbed me the wrong way though. You feel me? And it's this is no shot at any of the people on this list by no means, but I seen Denver Westwood posted Denver's best hip hop artist, right? That's what the name of the title of what their article is. Now, is the title clickbait? Most definitely, I say clickbait to the 10th power, because ain't no fucking way that this could be who Denver Westwood really feels is appropriate to label best Denver hip hop artist. So when I seen this list, the first thing in my head, I thought to myself, this got to be like Chat GPT, right? This got to be an automated list. There's no way that this list can be compiled without some of the known street rappers that are coming out of Denver and have been putting it down for Denver and are represented outside of Denver and recognized. So, the list looks super biased immediately. And of course, you get in the comments and read the comments. We can take a glance at those here in a minute. But you look at the comments, and of course, a lot of people, are happy because these are their friends and they underground artists and so forth, and that's great. Like I said, this video ain't no shot at nobody on this list like that in a sense, but maybe there is one or two. We'll dive into that further into the video. But ultimately, the misappropriation of the culture in this post is crazy to me, because at the end of the day, I looked at who made the list, right? And when I'm looking at the list of who made it, I see how much Denver Westwood really cares about Denver hip hop. I mean, if you're gonna make a list and compile it as the best Denver hip hop artists, the least you could do is have somebody from the culture appropriate the list. But the list is appropriated by not a Becky, but a Victoria, right? So we got a Victoria who couldn't be more than like 22, 23. Of course, she a music student, graduated school, all the good stuff, right? Bravo, bravo. The kicker is for you to dictate a list like this and not be of the culture, that's a huge no-go for me. And that's where I feel like Denver Westwood really disrespected Denver rap by doing that, because however you look at it, hip-hop itself originated out the streets. So the streets are always going to be an element of hip-hop. Hip-hop they kind of coincide, and I'm not speaking street like a criminal essence, by no means not criminal, but people who are of hip-hop culture, they live and die by a certain ethic and code and things of that nature. Now, in 2025, have we seen that misappropriated to the 10th power? Hell yeah. We on like hybrid hip-hop, anything goes, paint your nails and your toes type of shit, right? Of course. But that's getting away from the roots and the essence and something that's powerful of best Denver hip-hop artists and being these people right here. Now, of course, there's one person off the dribble who I know if he ain't on that list, the list can't be valid, and they call him AP, right? AP has been, you show me one Denver hip hop artist that has a longer discography or has more time put into it and more respect in the scene and in the streets as well, because once again, hip hop and the streets go hand in hand. So the kicker right here is the misappropriation of it. And this isn't the first time Denver Westwood has misappropriated the culture, by no means. Let's not forget that. Last year, they got sued by multiple organizations for racially profiling with the cover they had. And it's not surprising to me to see that it never caught them. It was never popped up on their radar at all.
Is an issue currently being addressed by the Rocky Mountain NAACP. The front page story of Westword's March 28th publication looked into Denver youth and crime. Its cover art drew concerns.
Absolutely, yeah.
From DU Critical Race and Ethnic Studies Director Reggie Byron.
My initial thought was, from the hairstyle to the hoodie, the image reflects harmful stereotypes that demonize Black youth and point them out as the only culprits of violent crime.
Byron says the illustration perpetuates a negative view of Black people.
The image actually reflects and reifies what sociologist Elijah Anderson calls the iconic Negro, who is perpetually up to no good.
Let's just peep out these comments real quick. So let's jump up in these mile high minute comments and see who really popping they shit. So off the bat, we see Trey Funk. He said, "Y'all fried. This corny. That's why you don't go on social media during lunch breaks." You know, motherfuckers is confused though. But like you said, they hip hop leaving the streets out the loop. That's Denver Westwood. Of course, Denver Westwood is gonna lead the streets out the loop. But they gonna give play to the LGT community though, right? They gonna show some favoritism to that though, right? They gonna show some favoritism. And shout out Mathis the Great. He been putting numbers on there for a minute. And of course, in today's world, if you have an opinion outside of out of everybody else, you a hater. But look at the motherfuckers who be commenting. A motherfucker with a Pikachu shirt. I mean, talking about be educated. Everybody comment do not matter. Your opinion do not matter. You know what I mean? Just because you could press send on that shit, your motherfucking opinion do not matter. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? They leaving the streets out the mix. Denver Westwood, y'all completely left the streets out the mix, knowing that hip hop is out the streets. But y'all wouldn't know that because y'all got somebody named Victoria educating this shit, right? Denver Mike said, "Sorry, but these names aren't included. What is anybody talking about?" Denver got to stop letting people who don't know the culture dictate the culture. God, I agree with that. And we ain't forgot about that racist article by no means. Hell nah. We gonna put some voice to that, to this text right here. We gonna get some clarity today. You know, here goes somebody got to be on the list. When you write a big ass paragraph like this, I know you on that list or that's your friends, one of the two, right? Now, here goes someone from Denver, right? That says one reason why we can't ever elevate as a community, because a lot of y'all get upset if your name or your homie's name isn't on the list. Of course, we gonna get upset when they done put blood, sweat, and tears and they done earned that motherfucking title. Like, gang, you calling yourself Box State versus everyone, and I ain't never even heard of you, and I know I ain't nobody, right? But you from Denver, and you don't see that this list is flawed. You don't know, you don't realize that. But let me guess, you think you him though, right? Boise, Idaho. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You like me? I'm in AZ right now. We just visiting, right? But you say you a Denver legend, right? Here go Denver legends, right? Denver Legends gang, there's cats that have been putting motion in for you supposed to be, to get you where you even be able to recognize, right? And they've been putting it in there. So for you to say that you the best over them is crazy work. Now let's take a closer look at who really agrees with that type of shit though. Like, look at this type of cat though. Like, this is who we had MC. This is who we have representing hip hop nowadays though. Like, look at this. How did you even find out about this account though? Like, go back to the skateboard park with Adam 22. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck is going on here? Like, these is the people right here that is co-signing this shit right here. Though it all makes sense, though. It all makes perfect sense. Ross and Rhino said some real shit, though. He said, you know, all these artists deserve their praise, but Westword continuously leaves out big names and barely scratches the surface of the scene. And, you know, like, here's somebody right here, right, that got on the list and looked like she does her thing, looked like she's an MC, she raps, she do all that. But to say that you are the best in Denver is crazy. Like, you know, crazy. I get it. You put in work. And I heard it Telly before. Telly done got motion out there. I don't know what pronoun he, she go by, but like, they got they wave, right? And they doing they thing. But to say that you best of Denver, where did this come from? Like, that's clearly up for debate. So I'm gonna debate that shit. Hell, I'm definitely not going along to get along with this shit when you representing my city. Hell nah. I know who's out here on that black top and getting that respect and who's putting that work in and who's been doing it for quite a while and who the streets recognize too. You know what I mean? Because first and foremost, we can't leave the streets out of this when hip hop comes from the streets. I get it. This hybrid hip hop, you know what I mean? I get it. 2025 shit. I get it. Hybrid hip hop, little Uzi Vert, you know, paint your nails and your toes and all that shit. But like, look at this person right here, Cleo the VIP. Look at this. Who is this? Where did these people come from? And why do they think they got a voice when it comes to hip hop though? Like, who opened the door and let these motherfuckers in? But let them tell it. We're salty in the comments though, right? Cleo the VIP, get your motherfucking gentrifying ass about these comments and go back to wherever you came from. Cause hey, you don't got a voice on this shit right here. You know what I mean? By no means. I reject your deposit. You know what I mean? And I don't know who this is. Maybe I see a lot of LGT people in the comments giving love for their people. I get it. Shout out to your people. However this list came together is beyond me, but clearly it got put together by Victoria at Westword, and they feel this is best of Denver. And maybe in this age group, maybe they got some motion. I ain't never heard of them, but there's a lot of artists that been left off this list that deserve to be on there when we talking about the best of Denver. Like, look at this. Who gave this old 1980 Madonna right here? Who gave this person validation to speak on hip hop or something that come from the streets? Get your fake Madonna ass up out of here. Like, how did you even find it? Talking about they deserve their flowers. Like, come on. Like, why are you even involved in hip hop and rap though? But this is 2025 hip hop shit though, right? Earl get it though, right? Earl get it. This cat right here get it, right? Racist Westword. And I don't think Mile High Minute was co-signing with this list by no means. They using this post for engagement and getting some feedback. But clearly we know this list can't be taken serious. Like old boy said right there, it's Westword, right? You can't really take this list serious when they left the streets off. How that happened? You know, I don't get it. And look at this old book right here talking about, damn, I missed the first way. Corny rappers in Denver crying their name ain't mentioned. Like this is somebody popping they shit like they active in the community. And this is the reason why I don't pop out at a lot of artists. Nobody wants to hear the bullshit these motherfuckers is rapping. Like, look at this person right here with this long ass book, mad about the real 7 rappers that really should have got the recognition. They mad about it. But if hip hop come from the streets, we supposed to say that this person right here got validation speaking on a street subject just because they throw their middle finger up and use the N-word and rap, right? They of the culture, but yet this motherfucker don't represent the streets. You know what I mean? By no means do you represent the Denver streets. Let's get that straight. I don't know who you is or what pronoun you use or whatever the fuck it is, but come on, Westwood, y'all could have did better than this. This is the best y'all gave us. Like, I get it that these are your friends and people want to get up here, but let's be real and let's be honest when it comes. We talking about the best hip hop in Denver, and this ain't them. Real question is, where is 100 Pack Savvy? Ain't nobody from the streets on this motherfucker other than DNA Picasso. Shout out DNA Picasso. And Av Grimm, I feel you. Why it's Westword? Why we so mad? But I think it's disrespectful to the city. I couldn't even dive into the artist too tough. Just when I seen on the pretense, the list and who wrote it though, that killed it for me right there. You know, Denver Westwood, in my opinion, this is a huge L. Y'all could have did way better, and it shows that y'all don't really care about the Denver hip hop artists or the culture in Denver, because y'all don't even appropriate the right person to even designate the time and energy to put out a list like this. Man, that's terrible. That's terrible on y'all part. So Miss Victoria took it upon herself, because I don't know where they got these votes from at all. I don't know who, because you couldn't run back a list like this on a street publication like, say, Mile High Minute. Shout out Mile High Minute for even bringing the awareness to it and having a platform where hip hop does live though, right? Mile High Minute is plugged into the culture in Denver though, and there's no way at all these artists on this list of Denver Westwood would even make it to the top 10 on a Mile High Minute. Maybe 1 or 2, you know, for a list like this to be compiled. You know what I mean? Some of these artists wouldn't even deem themselves hip hop though, right? They would deem themselves reggaeton or, you know, some other type of shit. You know what I mean? They're not hip hop completely, but you label them as hip hop and you put them over artists that's really been out here grinding and paving a way and really making a noise for the city of Denver. And this is how they get respected by one of the biggest publications. You know, and shout out AP. I seen him in the comments and he kept it real humble and meek and everything like that. Shout out to him. But yeah, I feel totally different. You know what I mean? Shit. You know, I know my cats have been working and grinding and have paid their dues for them not to be recognized in the city of Denver, their own home city. That's disrespectful as shit right there. And then to have it be done by a Victoria of all people though. Come on, a Victoria? Are you fucking kidding me? That's disrespectful to the 10th power. You know, once again, it's just my opinion. It's my thoughts on the whole thing right there. Huge L for Westwood for sure. I probably ain't gonna pay him too much mind going forward, but yeah, you know, they could have did better right there. And if that's just clickbait right there, man, that's disrespectful clickbait. But hey, 2025, anything goes. No backbone, no spine. You don't need none of that in this world, right? Just whatever works for the day, right? I guess that's how we working. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts, opinions in the comments like we always do. And if you made it this far in the video, be so kind, smash me with one of these. And to the next one, I'm gone.
Like in the rap world, like all of the rappers that you know that never been to jail and never gotten any trouble with the law, but they talk as if their life is opposite of that. Like, those are federal informants, like, you know.
You think they're really out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.